All right, so first shots were great on it, like I said in the other video. I'm already in love with this thing. In fact, I want more IWI products now as a result. I know all their weapons seem to be really well respected, despite the lower price point. I think this is one of the brands that even the Gucciest of snobs seem to give these guys a pass, and for obvious reasons. I've watched tons of videos on their products this last year, and they just seem to run and run and run. And when I saw this deal yesterday, when I did my walk around, and I saw that there it was $4.49 down from $4.99. I think I misspoke and said that it was $5.99, which might be the original MSRP. I don't know. I haven't gone to their website and checked. But anyway, it was $4.49, a free box of brass, a box of Blazer brass. There's 30-40 bucks. They threw me a third mag at discount. It was like $22 or whatever, which is great. I think it's 28 was the retail. And then to my surprise, I bought my Smith & Wesson Shield there almost a year ago. And back then they weren't doing this. But I walked right from the sales floor over to the range. And I said, I just bought a new gun. I'd like to buy an hour of your range time. And he, nice guy. He processed everything, and he goes, all right, that'll be $1.50. I was like, what? Because I forgot I wasn't intending to shoot. So I didn't bring any targets. I didn't have any in the truck. And he said, no, you just bought a new gun from us. We're going to give you a free hour. And then he lent me a screwdriver to try to adjust the elevation on my holosun on the FN, because I was having trouble. When I shot it yesterday, it was a bit high. Anyway, so all in all, it was that was great. To walk in, buy a gun, and then immediately go in and shoot it. I mean, from now on, that's what I'm going to be going. That Florida Gun Exchange is cool, but their prices are a bit high, and they don't have a range. So, all right. So on to the show. Sorry for the messy workbench. I will put some time tomorrow in organizing. I got 3 projects going, or 2 projects, whatever. Build 1.0. I think I'm going to move forward tomorrow. Go get some brake cleaner, and I think I'm going to prime this as one whole unit. I was toying with trying to do them separately like Ceratoders do, but it just doesn't make sense. It's just almost impossible to tape off everything properly. So I'm going to probably do a prime on this as it sits after I do a final once-over to make sure everything's taped properly. And these edges here, that's going to be an issue, so I got to figure out how to get an X-Acto knife and make these nice and even. Anyway, let's go ahead and open the box and see what's in the Iwi Masada 9mm Parabellum, which is the full name, which I thought was really cool. In the box, we have all your paperwork. This appears to be, I don't know what this is. It's like a little IWI logo. You got all your books and stuff. There's the third mag I bought. 9mm Luger Parabellum. Made in Pennsylvania. Distributed in Pennsylvania. Anyway, 17 rounder. There's one of the other mags. And actually, I think the third one I dropped in loose. Let me make sure I have it. Okay, here she is. All right, so we got 3 mags. All this kind of fell into the box. I was like, that's kind of cool. I'll leave it like that. We have another awesome, never to be used lock. All right. These, I imagine, are all the plates and screws for the optics mount. I was just reading in a forum that even though the RMR shares the footprint, I'm going to be using this offset holosun. Forget which one this is, actually. What is that? It's the 507C X2. But I read that a guy tried the RMR screws and they were a little too tall. I'm going to do further research. I'm going to do a soft attempt at installing that tonight. I'm not going to push it too hard if the screws are too long and it needs shorter ones, but I'm hoping to get that on there tonight, and hopefully it goes on. It does come with a delta point plate and screws, RMR, and a Venom and Romeo. So you're pretty well covered. I shot it with how it came out of the box, so I didn't mess with the back straps. Like other guns, I'm assuming they put the one that's in the middle, but I could be wrong. The feel of the gun, it feels substantial. It doesn't feel cheap at all. It really doesn't. It feels great in the hand. In fact, it's one of the most comfortable guns I currently own now. I find it more comfortable than my Glock 19X, and that's a pretty good gun. Now, this back strap, how do you identify the size? It's probably on the inside, like the other ones. So this one is, there's got to be marking somewhere. I don't see. It says Masada. This is 1. Is that nope. L or 1. It's probably in the book. Oh, here we go. Domino effect. The messy bench. All right, so this looks like the small. And this is probably the medium, like I said, and then that's a bit wider, which gives you a swell, which I may try. But as it sits, it's really comfortable. I mean, it's ergonomic, feels great. I have like medium-sized hands. I don't have small hands. I don't have big monster mitts. The mags feel really well made, on par with the Glocks and even the mags for the FN. Mag release, like in some of the videos I just watched, it's a bit small, so you have to kind of reach forward a bit more than you would normally want to. But having shot that FN yesterday and today again, I find their mag releases are a bit too big and easy to hit. And I was having an issue with that, so I'm going to have to work on it. But they do spit the mags out wicked fast. I mean, look at that. It like shoots it out. It doesn't just fall out. It drops like a bat out of hell, which is really cool. The sights, they seem cool. They seem better than the ones on my 19X. As stated before, this is an optics-ready pistol, so I definitely want to get that Hollison on there. I have no use for the offset dot now since I sold my scope, and I'd rather throw it on this. All in all, I think it's a beautiful gun. I love the serrations for press checking. I mean, they're really deep. It feels really good to the touch. Overall, I think it's a wonderful gun. I think I got a great deal. $449 on sale, down from $500. They gave me a free box of Blazer brass, which I shot at their range, and they gave me a free range session. I mean, so how do you say no to a deal like that? I'm sorry. And after shooting this, now I kind of want the Jericho, to be honest with you. I may go take a look at it. It is hammer fired. I've never owned one of those before, so the only thing I have close to that would be my little cheap GSG Firefly. But I assume you can get used to that kind of action. This was a cheap gun, but kind of fun. Overall, I mean, it's day one with it. I just got to say, I'm a horrible shot. I still have so much training to do, and I have to take some classes soon. I felt confident with this gun more than I do with my Glock and even my FN. I shot a lot of Swiss cheese into that. That stupid target I chose was really, my eyes aren't the best, and it was a bit confusing. They had all these weird gimmicky zombie things, and I have some of those too. But when you're trying to work on some groups, I find them more distracting than they need to be. But the one I grabbed was confusing. It was like I didn't know where to look. It was kind of weird. But when I finally got really focused on a good handful of shots, I was able to get some good shots on the head and in the center mass where I was looking through the sights, which I'm still having issues with that with my Glock and my FN. Part of it's lack of experience. It's mostly about control. I find the muzzle rise is still getting away from me. I found this really easy ergonomically to keep more stable. And overall, I think it's a great gun, and I'm happy I bought it. So that's it. Short and sweet and to the point. Well, not that short. The IWI, Masada Parabellum in 9mm. It rocks. Buy one. Peace.